Okay, we're back with the next Dragon Champions video, and this time we just finished the Thelane event, and in about 10 days or so, the Ember's Flame legendary event is back, where you can battle your way to unlock Ember. Now, the first time this event came by, I just started the game. As you can see, I only made it to the second stage. You need elves, and you need, obviously, like all the other legendary events, different tier star levels to get potentially unlocking a 7-star Ember. Now, I don't know if the developers are going to do similar things like they seem to do with the General Murdoch event, where the first wave of individuals that unlocked him, it was significantly easier. So I know people that have unlocked Ember were able to do it with a relatively comparatively weak elf team. If that's going to be the case again, I'm not sure. But here are the elves that one could potentially use. As you can see, mine are a variety of stars, and Nightingale within a couple days will finally get to 7 stars. I've been slowly grinding her shards, but with all the events that have been happening, I've really haven't put much focus on it. You saw from my last video, even though I couldn't replicate my actual win video, I was able to unlock Thelane with as bare minimum goblins as possible. So she's only 5 stars. Count Delman, I have as 5 stars from the last season pass event, or maybe 2 ago. Wonder Lula, I'm hoping, this is a little difficult because I can only get her from tournament shards and star shards. If I can get 40 more, I can get her to 5 stars. Sharp, I really could get to 7 stars if I felt my team was strong enough. Illyria similarly, she's only 19 away. And Senjil actually could be close if I wanted to spend some money to, not real money, just the some coins to level them up. So I know people in the past have used a team of Nightingale, Sharp, Illyria, Kelrian, and Senjil to unlock Ember. My goals are, of course, to unlock Ember, but I don't really think I have enough resources to legitimately give a 7-star run a try. Plus, if it follows the same pattern, the next hero event will probably be Renara, and you need pandas. I was lucky enough to unlock a 5-star Renara the last time around, and as you can see, Pride is the last team for me to kind of build up. So what's kind of nice with this game is that it progresses your factions. So it is a grind though. I've been playing about, what is it now? 168 days. So almost 6 months, excuse me, almost 6 months. And I have a pretty decent roster, but as you can see, I have nowhere near all of the factions leveled up yet. So what's my strategy? I am going to attempt to use Nightingale, Thelane, Count Delman, Wonder Lula, and probably Kelrian. If I can kind of sneak in and get away with a Sharp without having to build Kelrian too much, I will try that, unlock Ember at a 5-star, and be happy with that. And if the rest of the event progresses enough where I can attempt a 6-star that will have to be with Nighteel, Sharp, Illyria, Kelrian, and Senjul. Again, just pumping in resources into that just seems counterintuitive to me. My Panda team I don't really use too much, but of course if I had a 6-star Ember to go along with this team, I could push to try to get the 7-star Renara. So at this point, Rin, I can start buying in tournaments, whether by that time I make the commitment to get 95 more Rin shards to get this 7-star lineup, who knows. So what do you want to focus on Elves? If you've watched again some of my previous videos, I really like their crit potential. So I'm looking to make the team you see here with except across the top, and then with a Soleus lead. And I really want to build that to test out in the arena. But most of the elves are going to be ruined with really like a crit chance, crit damage rune set, given their propensity to do big burst damage. That starts out with perhaps one of the most powerful characters in the game in Nighteel. You're looking at 240% damage to an enemy, 50% chance to deal shield piercing damage. That's her basic. It's all her other abilities that really make her very that big of a damage dealer. 420% magic damage is one of the top damages in the game. And the important part is you ability block for 2 turns. Her damage increase to all allies for 2 turns, again, very strong. And her passive, when paired with Soleus, is one of the most overpowered abilities, in my opinion, in the game. Removing a debuff from herself and Soleus at the end of her turn, then removes a buff from a random enemy, and if Soleus is on the battlefield, 2 buffs are removed. So this is crippling in arena. Basically, it's a kind of a race anytime you see a Nighteel team, just to make sure either you can buff enough or debuff. That's why you see a lot of Zera-led teams, because she's pretty much when you start the battle, you get debuffed all the way around. I've already done a Thalian kind of review, and again, this is not and a Count Telman review. This is not as an in-depth review as my other videos, but really my hope for the event is that I can burst through with a bunch of the crit damage, so that maybe I can get away without a tank and really a traditional healer. If I do feel I need to heal, you're going to want to level up the leadership ability for Nighteel, which at max level, accuracy increases, but upon landing a crit, all the elves recover 10% of their health, and a fatal blow, every elf recovers 25% of their maximum health. So this was just a quick video. I've got about 10, almost 11 days to prep for this. So hopefully as I get closer, when I make a video, you should see the majority of these characters at least level 70 for sure, maybe 75, and hopefully some of their abilities are approaching 4 for sure, and maybe even 5. So just a real quick ad, the kind of side event here just gets you daily login ability mats, which is nice, and if you play the game with any regularity, you should have no trouble getting these premium keys, which of course can help you unlock some more shards. So that's all I had. Stay tuned for my next video. If you could, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.